Here at the North Miami Police Department, city officials, officers, and local residents all gather in a solemn moment to reflect on a time that changed our country forever.
Precautions should still be taken when crossing the street, which includes looking both ways, crossing at crosswalks, and making sure there is no incoming traffic.
Juicing is a great way to add in more fruits and vegetables into your diet, but be careful. Diets like these lack fiber and protein that your body requires. Don't let your child fall victim. These simple tips will prevent tragedies. Tip 1, make sure your kids know how to swim. Tip 2, always watch your kids in and around water. Along the shores of the Biscayne River here in North Miami is trash, which is an eyesore for this community and hazard to local residents.
In South Florida, auto burglaries are common. Prevent yourself from being a victim by taking all valuables with you when leaving your car.
Early voting is here for the 2014 gubernatorial elections. Local resident and voter Kelly Thomas says that this is one tough election in choosing the perfect candidate for this year. She's also excited to see who the new governor and state officials will soon be. Polls are open until 8 p.m. tonight, so you still have a few more hours to make it down to make your vote count. Reporting live at the North Dade Regional Library in Miami Gardens, Florida, I'm Marla Spence. We have young adults out here like myself, day in and day out, trying to get a job or trying to make ends meet. What does this election mean to you?
Everything. It means everything. I mean, it means making a difference and putting respect back in public education. It means making sure that we have a governor who cares about our environment, who cares about young people, that won't cut Bright Future scholarships like Rick Scott did. It means everything. It's all about the future of Florida and your future, and people, that want to make sure we have good education, a governor who's got a heart, and a governor who cares about these young people.
We're here at the 10th annual Jazz in the Gardens, and let me tell you, it is a crowded place out here, and people here in South Florida are here tonight to watch the one and only Tony Braxton at beauty.
It seems that pedestrians are constantly crossing streets recklessly, while some drivers have no consideration for walkers. Jaywalking, crossing streets at the wrong time, and even assuming that cars will yield can lead to paying a heavy price. Life changed instantly for Dawn Williams, a recent college graduate and aspiring pharmacist. She was struck by a car on a Saturday evening in Daytona, Florida, and at that moment, she thought her life had come to an end.
It was my roommate's, it was her birthday. So I decided to go out with her, and we were gonna go to Orlando to hang out. We were in Daytona, and we were, hanging out with our friends. And then we drove from Daytona to Orlando, and we got there maybe like about 12 o'clock from what I remember. And we were in the parking garage. She got out of the car to pay for the parking. And then I got out of the car, and that was the last thing I remember.
Dawn had to adjust to her unexpected physical state of severe cuts, bruises, and a broken leg, which was almost severed.
Due to the severity and the way that my leg was fractured, I had to have a metal rod placed in my leg in order to support the bone.
Dawn had to resign from her new job, put her dreams and career on hold, and even move out of her apartment to live with family and friends in another city.
Prior to the accident, I was doing really good. I was on the road of becoming a pharmacy technician, so it definitely put me back in that sense. I was going to start school that following fall, and I was no longer able to begin school the way I wanted to, and it definitely set me back a whole year.
Although Dawn was not at fault, it is reported this past year, out of 7,000 pedestrians and vehicle crashes in Florida, 80% of pedestrians were at fault. Specifically, jaywalking is the leading cause for injuries and fatalities. The Florida Constitution lists several traffic and pedestrian regulations, which include drivers to allow pedestrians the right of way when crossing the street. However, these road rules are not always followed.
Precautions should still be taken when crossing the street, which includes looking both ways, crossing at the crosswalks, and making sure there is no incoming traffic.
Accidents like Dawn's are least likely to occur when pedestrians and drivers follow road rules. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, as of 2014, on average, a pedestrian was killed every 2 hours and injured every 7 minutes. Luckily for Dawn, she was able to survive and move forward with her life. She is now done with physical therapy and on her way to pharmacy school in the fall. Reporting in Miami, Florida, I'm Marla Spence.